Hello friends, welcome to SR Physics Academy. Today we are going to discuss about some important multiple choice questions of electromagnetic theory. The law of conservation of energy in electromagnetism is Gauss theorem, Poynting theorem, continuity equations and Brewster's law. They are giving here four options. First we should go one by one. What is Gauss theorem? The electric flux through any closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon times the net charge enclosed by the surface. Next is Poynting theorem. What is Poynting theorem? When electromagnetic wave travel in space, it carries energy and energy density is always associated with electric field and magnetic field. So Poynting theorem we also call this power flow of an electromagnetic wave. This theorem states that the cross product of electric field vector E and magnetic field vector H at any point is the measure of the rate of flow of electromagnetic energy per unit area at that time. That means P equal to E into H. So we can write it Poynting theorem P equal to E is the electric field into H, magnetic field. Okay. Continuity equations. Continuity equation describe the transport of some quantities like fluid or gases. Next is Brewster's law. Brewster's law is a relationship of light waves at the maximum polarization angle of light. So in this one, which one is correct answer? Poynting theorem. Okay. Poynting theorem, you have to remember P equal to E into H. Next is second question. Coulomb's law and Gauss's law in electrostatics are, the options are independent laws, interrelated, Coulomb law inapplicable only for positive charges, Gauss law define electric current. In this one already we know that Coulomb's law and Gauss's law are both statements about the relation between electric charges and electric field. So the answer is interrelated. Option B. Third question. The electric field E and electric potential phi are related by, they are giving here four options. In this one, see the relation between electric and field is mathematically we can say that E equal to minus d phi by dt. That means we can write it d by dt means del operation, is it? So here E is, what is E? E is the electric field and this is phi. Phi means here electric potential, because in question they are giving electric field E and phi is the electric potential. Okay, or they can give the name V also, capital V. So in this case they are giving phi value, so E equal to minus del phi, and dt, that means here the del means we can write it d by dt. So minus sign is the electric gradient. Suppose here E equal to 0, that means phi is also 0. Phi value is 0 means E value also 0. Next question, the magnetic induction B and magnetic vector potential A are related by, the options are A equal to del cross B, del cross B is there, B equal to del cross A, B vector equal to minus del cross A. So in this case, see here, we cannot express the magnetic field as a gradient of a scalar potential function. So we shall define vector quantity. So so for example here A, okay, so curl A is equal to, so we can write it curl A, this one, curl A is equal to the magnetic field. So curl A equal to B. Third answer is correct. Next is for steady current. In this one, for steady current, another name is, we can say that, constant current. So what is constant current? Constant current is a type of direct current that does not change its intensity with the time. That means short time we can say that electric current that does not change with the time. That means del dot J equal to 0. So we have to del dot J. Okay, you have to remember. The displacement current. The displacement current density is the quantity of, what are the options here? Dou D by dou T, dou E by dou T, dou B by dou T, dou J by dou T. So here displacement current density is the quantity of dou D by dou T, that is the option here answer, appearing in Maxwell equation, that is defined in terms of rate of change of D. Clear? That is displacement current. So you have to remember displacement current means you have to remember the word dou D by dou T. Here next seventh question, the equation of del cross H equal to J plus dou D by dou T represents. This already we know that is Maxwell 4 equations. In this equation, this one is Lucas, we know that this is the fourth equation. So it is a fourth Maxwell equation. What is the meaning of this one? The closed line integral of magnetic field. So here fourth equation means we know that modified Ampere circuit law. The closed line integral magnetic field vector is always equal to total amount of scalar electric field enclosed within the path of any shape. Short form we can say the change of electric field will produce a magnetic field. Suppose the change of magnetic field will produce the electric field, which we can say that it is a Faraday's law. So here it will come, the change of electric field will produce a magnetic field, that is the fourth equation, that is modified Ampere circuit law. Next question, the differential form of Gauss law. So here they are giving four options. In this one we know that it is one of the Maxwell equations. So differential form of Gauss law states that the divergence of electric field E, here the divergence form of electric, so divergent E, any these two, okay, here divergent E electric field at E at any point to 1 by epsilon times the volume charge density rho at the point. So that means our answer is C will come, that is third answer. So where here what is rho? Rho is the volume charge density and epsilon is the permittivity of free space. Clear? Next is the velocity of the light in free space. So we already know that what is the speed of the light, but in this case the velocity of light in free space. There are two questions will come. That is, one is the velocity of light in free space. Another one is the velocity of light in medium. Okay, so just read the question properly. So in this case, one, for example, we can say that C equal to C, we can write it C equal to epsilon 0 because it is a free space, okay, epsilon 0 divided by B0. This is, we can, that is the, okay, B0. So this we can also write it 1 by square root of epsilon mu 0. Okay. So answer is the velocity of light in free space. Suppose the velocity of light in medium, then what we will write? Suppose instead of free space, the medium is there. Any medium if you take, so our formula is 1 by square root of E, and it is not coming because they were not a free space, it is a medium, so this is the formula. Okay, so you have to remember, when it is a free space, then 1 by root epsilon mu 0, and medium is 1 by E mu. Next is the value of 1 by mu 0 is 0 in meter per second is. Here are three options. So always we know that the speed of the light is same to the value of 1 by mu 0. That means the velocity of the light also. So in this case, what is the answer? 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So here E0 mu 0 is the permittivity of the free space. Next, Gauss law in electromagnetic is represented by options. They are giving here 4 options are there. So we know that Gauss law, from question only we know that what is the answer will come. Okay, let me check. Q by epsilon. So how it's coming? Gauss law states that the total electric flux out of a closed surface is equal to charge enclosed divided by the permittivity. So that means our answer is Q by epsilon 0. Gauss law in magnetostatic is expressed by the relations. They are giving 4 options are there. So we know the Gauss law for magnetic field states that the flux of the magnetic field through a closed surface always 0. That means the magnetic field del dot B equal to 0. Here Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction is expressed by the relation. So here del dot E 0 1 then del dot E equal to P is del dot D equal to minus dou B by rate. So in this one Faraday's law we know that the rate of change of magnetic field with the time. Okay. So del dot E equal to minus dou B by dou T. So del E is there and magnetic field is there. Which of the following is not the part of Maxwell's equations? So in this one, look-wise only we know that. What is that? Divergent B, we know the familiar with the Maxwell equation. Curl B also we know that. And the curl B mu 0 J is here vector is there. So in this case, curl F, it is a different. So our answer is, so F won't come, is it? So in this case, F equal to 0. This is the answer, third equation, third answer. The Gauss divergence theorem connects that. Here they are giving 4 options is there. You have to remember. What is the first one? Okay, line integral to surface integral to volume integral, line integral and volume integral and line integral. So in this one, the Gauss divergence theorem uses divergence operator to convert surface to volume integral. It is used to calculate the volume of the function enclosing the region given. Okay. Next question. Stokes theorem. Stokes theorem also line integral to volume integral, surface integral to volume integral to line integral, and last one line integral to volume integral. So our answer, that means Stokes theorem means enable us to transform surf is surface integral of the curl of the vector field into line integral of that vector field. So if don't get confused, suppose we can write Stokes theorem means you have to remember short form LS. Okay, LS means line integral and volume integral. Okay, so in this case Gauss divergence theorem, it's just remember in the code type here, surface integral and volume integral. Okay, so you have to remember the code. So the question paper they will ask you what is Stokes theorem means, you have to remember that line integral and surface integral, LS. Gauss divergence theorem connect means surface integral and volume integral. Clear? Okay. Now next question is, which of the following is not the part of Maxwell equations? So in this one we know that rho by E. Okay. Rho by epsilon it will come, but rho by E is there. The force between 2 point charges separated by a distance r vary as 1 by r, 1 by r square, r is there, r square. So our answer is, we know that already the force between 2 point charges is distance between r1 and r2. That means our answer is 1 by r square. So next is very important question also, the Poisson's equation in the CGS-Gauss theorem. In this one, first one is, what is Poisson's equation? Okay, in CGS form, if they are asking the Poisson equation, so we can say that Poisson's equation states that the Laplacian of the electric potential field is equal to volume charge density divided by the permeability. Even with the sign also it will come. So in this one, which answer is correct? Del square V equal to minus 4 pi. Okay. So minus 4 pi rho. So even also we can write it Poisson's equation, del square V equal to minus rho by epsilon also we can write it. Okay, so that's, maybe they are giving this option also. Del square V equal to, we can write it minus rho by epsilon. Also it's a correct answer. Okay. Next is, here how we got it minus 4 pi rho. That means in this one del square V equal to, we know that minus rho by epsilon will come. Okay. In this one epsilon equal to, what is the value? 1 by 4 pi. So just we substituting the formula here. So we will get rho equal to, so for example epsilon, what is the value of epsilon here? 1 by 4 pi. If you have if you have doubt, please go through it. That means SR Physics Academy, that is Laplace equation formula is there. So 1 by epsilon is there. So here, so just we are putting the value of epsilon equal to, sorry, here 4 pi. Okay, it is the value of 1 by 4 pi. Then again we have cross multiplication. We will get the minus 4 pi rho, means we are putting the value. What is the rho here? Rho is, we can write it 4 pi value. Okay, so here minus 4 pi rho. Second, next is the Laplace equation in CGS Gaussian system is, they are giving 4 options. In this case, here the rho, that means particular, there is no charge. Okay, that the Laplace equation means there is no charge in rho value. So del square V equal to, for example here from Poisson equation we are getting the Laplace equation. So in this case del square V equal to minus 4 pi rho. Suppose rho equal to 0. Okay, rho equal to 0 means what? Complete value is 0. So our answer is del square V equal to 0. Okay, clear? Hope you understood. Thanks for watching.